and build it. Also, these two are a problem being that close, but I can't do much about it for design of the base. If this base was on the, you know, on the build size where it's like, it's uneven, where like you get like a central line, like then I could do it as a central line thing, but because it's an even map, I had to kind of work off to the side of that. Next time I make a map, I'm gonna try to get the uneven one so that my designs and stuff can be more mirrored and shit. Because, yeah, I don't know. I made this section mirrored only because I chose to build off to the side instead of centered to the map. Because if I had it built centered to the map, we'd be about here, I think. I think this is kind of where center is on my map. And I wasn't about to do that because I'm like, that wouldn't have been a bad idea. I could have built here and we would have had a wall basically right next to it, and would have had all this as pastures and stuff, but I don't want to do that. I wanted to go with this design. I liked it. The fires I'm not worried about, except that it's next to the wood. Can I... Where's my zones? Yeah, no, they're in home zones. So I kind of don't really like having like the home zones being so far out, because my people will come and clean and try to fix up fires and stuff like that outside of the zone. There's donkeys in the area too. This is good. There's a lot of food and stuff coming in. The only problem is that like any clothes that they're making, which reminds me, I keep forgetting to... We will need like talks and stuff later, but they keep making those as like a priority situation. Talks and veils. I don't need parkas just yet. I need pants and t-shirts. Once they finish making pants, then they can start making t-shirts. That'll be fine. Because like basically the way I see it is that everybody needs pants one way or another. Some people can get away with a shirt or a parka or something like that. That's fine. I really don't need them to be making veils, actually. Like, we made it just as like an alternate thing, and I made talks so that they could have something warm in winter. But I don't need every single one of these to be making it. Parka, pants, jacket, button-down shirts. Those are fine. Those we got pants on the other ones. Let's move these ones up. I still want them to have things like... Now somebody needs medical treatment. Yeah, I basically still want my people to have access to some kind of warm clothing when, you know, winter rolls around. But, like, that one doesn't even have shirts on it, but that's fine. Move the dusters down on that one. Because I'm pretty sure a couple of people are wearing dusters in here somewhere. Hey, Waver. Oh, you made a new friend. Nice. Welcome in. I was gonna say, like, no arguments today, because like the last couple of times you come in, you've had like arguments fresh with people, so that's good to hear that instead you've like made a friend today. It's nice, it's positive, you know. Dusters, t-shirts, let's move those up. Yeah, it is nice. What else can I do in here? No more talks. So did you make the friend in the art community, or was it like IRL, or what sort of went down? T-shirt, parka. I don't want them to make the robes either. Don't really need it. Parka, pants. There we go. That's from a game. Oh yeah. Well, that's also good. I don't really come across too many like games where like or a relationship where I interact with somebody and like, I don't know, I guess some friends afterwards much. I feel like the older I'm getting, the less that happens, you know. So yeah, it's nice to hear. I kind of like June's hair. Like she's unwaveringly loyal. She's also from our allies and stuff, but still. That's the spire raging on. Alright. We got Lectracy's back. Okay, I think Ocelot's got the ability to build, don't they? No, animals, artistic. Where are you guys? Okay, is something open? because I'm seeing animals getting herded. Where is my pen marker? There's one. Yeah, something ain't sealed. What is not sealed? Because I'm clicking on my pen marker and it's suggesting that it ain't sealed. Maybe that one's just not fucking working. There's my other one there. Yep, something is open. That one's not... Maybe it's a section of the wall or something that's not open. It's funny that What's that funny that in those numbers animals behave like liquid? They really do. It's quite fun to watch them like move around the base. It's not just like the animals themselves. It could be because these two doors are open at the same time. Like that would be a thing. Like my people do it sometimes too. Like when we move across a field and they're what do you call it? When it might be this section here. Okay, because yeah, that would be open. Got it. Figured it out. I don't think we got the wood for it, but oops. Let's get this door built. And I guess the other one built. I didn't see this. That's fine. I guess everybody can take it up there. Yeah, basically my colony will move as like a group at times, and a lot of the times like my people will. I can trust that any of these guys can do it. Cannot work missing wood. Are we though? Because it looks a lot like these are getting brought down. Refueling stove. Of course they are. What are you doing? Leading bull to hitching spot. You sure about that? Either way, she's bringing wood in. She's taking it to a shelf, so I guess that's fine. Can you haul that? I know ginseng's coming out for it, but can you just bring it in anyway? And then we'll see about trying to get that fixed. But yeah, I like watching my... I think that they're going to rope it up to the same point. But yeah, once I've got like this section here, like look at them flowing through. I love seeing this because it's just like such a huge group of like all my people in an area moving together to like do something. It's great. But yeah, they're all going to get like stuck up there for a moment, which I mean, it's fine. I just don't have that kind of wood. E's coming down here. And, how's about... I'll tell you what. I need that wood for something else. Let's unallow that. I know why he did that. I did allow that. But can I get you to work on the door? And when you're done with that, work on the other one. Here you go, Asora. Are you going to take the chair? Righto. No, Asora just wanted down on the ground next to Phoenix and the heater. Phoenix and Asora are my cats, right? It doesn't know. But yeah, it's funny. Asora obviously really wants to be able to cuddle with like another cat, but Phoenix is not about to have that shit. And I really think he gets that from my previous cat that I had. Back when she was alive, she absolutely hated his existence. Like, she still used him as like a guide cat when she went blind and stuff, but like, you know, like he helped her around the house and whatever, but still, she did not want to be like cuddled by him. And in his old age, he's like passed that on to Asora, which I find is really funny because Phoenix wanted to be friendly with other cats when he was young. His birthday's tomorrow too, actually. He's turning 15 tomorrow. I completely forgot. Can you build? Yeah, you can build a little bit. I completely forgot that, like, partway through the year, I've been calling him, like, 15 this whole time. But in actual fact, he's turning 15. I'm thinking of getting this game, but I feel like it's hard to learn. Nah, not hard. Like, at the capacity that I'm playing at is not normal. So what you're seeing me do, it's not like this normally. You'd have like maybe 1 to 5 people, depending on how you want to start in. Like the core game is pretty basic. It's pretty simple. Like everything, like orders, like you want to tell people to go and mine or chop wood or cut plants or stuff like that. Like it's all pretty self-explanatory items and stuff like that. Like this is all core game items. I don't have any mods to bring in shit. So everything in here is pretty like self-explanatory. There's also plenty of like there's plenty of different like forums and stuff like that that can help you with like guidance for like if you don't know what a certain item does. Like I for the life of me can't remember what the fuck this thing does. Like I'm pretty sure it's supposed to scan for resources. I can't remember if it's supposed to scan on my map or outside of my map, and I'm gonna find out when I build it. So, you know, I'll figure that shit out. But yeah, there's the base game itself is like pretty nice and simple. You only have like maybe 3 people build a box, put some beds, put maybe a little electricity, a battery, stuff like that. Like you have like attack, defense things, which, you know, I never use. But you put any of these outside, like this sort of traps and stuff, so that like you can always trap animals if they come to attack you and whatever. Yeah. And then you just have like a huge map around your little building kind of thing that you can go out and you can forage for, or you can make a grow area kind of thing if you want. Grow some crops. Hunt some wildlife. Maybe even tame some wildlife. And get some pets. Some whatever. Yeah. It's pretty simple. You completely lost me. It's fine. Look, RimWorld's a game where, like, you basically could start a game, and if it happens to fail, that's okay. You can play again. Or you can reload a save and keep playing. It's pretty good. But it is a hard game. You can lose a lot. It's not about winning or losing. It's game and story simulator. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is you can have like just like 1 or 2 people and you could make up a story for them. Like, you know, Cypress and Calum could be like, I don't know, old friends that have crash landed here from like Mars or something, and they're here to like farm rats kind of thing just because they think it's cool. Like that kind of thing. And then you could like make up a full thing for that. Like, yeah. It doesn't have to be to the like insane degree that I play. It can just be like very simple. Like, you could literally like, you could play a colony for a day, a week, a month, however long you want, give or take, or it might fail and then you have to go again, kind of thing. But I would recommend to anybody that's looking at RimWorld and has at least once thought about getting and playing RimWorld, just get it. Because, like, I resisted really hard. I didn't like the look of RimWorld, and I did not want the game. I did not want to play it. And my friend Grim was like, I'm just going to get it for you. And I'm like, oh god. Now I felt compelled to play the game because I'm like, you know, I'd never had a friend get me a game before. And I'm like, you know, it meant a lot to me that he got me a game. So I gave it a go, and it turns out I really liked it. I died a lot. A few times. It involved me talking to him and finding out what things did and what would be better to build first and stuff like that. And then after a while I kind of got an idea for myself how to sort of do it, and kind of just went with that, which was fun. I'm going to try to get my allies happy, so I might go for green first, but this is what I wanted to show you. So it's showing like 67. I'm sending 5,000 potatoes, right? That would give me 67 with green, 35 with purple, 54 with blue, or 49 with yellow. So they all find like the gift of potatoes is a different ratio of value. So basically giving potatoes to like the 2 basic tribes, like green and yellow, is a really good idea, but it's almost a little bit of waste on the other ones. I just gotta launch this. I need green to be more happy. So the other fun thing too is you can watch this like launch too. I enjoy this part because I didn't know that it did this for so long because I never just looked out. It's a difficulty is a choice, but it's choices that take long that make the game worth it. That's the other thing too, is absolutely no reason for you to play on the most difficult setting with RimWorld. Like, fun is fun, right? If you enjoy playing the game on like the easiest setting and having time to build and learn, like there's a learning helper too as well in the game, so you can learn anything about anything in the game as you play. So, you know, if you want to find out how drug addiction is going to affect your characters, or like how to capture people and stuff like that, you know, it will tell you. So yeah, it's got like guide and stuff like that, so it's nice. I think I used that the first time I played through, once I found it, because like it wasn't obvious, like there was so much to learn. I was so busy looking at everything. Yeah, some people have got chemical fascination, so you see here how I've got my drug policy in my colony is no drugs, but some people, teetotaler, don't like drugs. They'd hate it if you made them take drugs. But then there's people in here, I probably don't have anybody still alive that's got chemical fascination. There's one. So this person's got chemical interest. So Lima would really like to be able to maybe have a beer or have a smoke at the end of the day for recreational purposes. But I don't allow him to. So he gets shitty every now and then because he really, really wants that now and then. But he can't have it. It's not allowed here because I said so. And so then he's more likely to have a tantrum and break something, like he might smash his bed, or like he might smash, like, you know, a chess table or something like that, and then nobody can have that recreation, and whoever's bed that was, they don't have a bed. So there's little things like that. And then of course, like if they take too much of it, yes, they can of course become like addicted. That's right, my animals. They can, of course, become, like, addicted to it, and then that in itself is an issue because, like, they might overdose, they might pass away. Like, it can do irreparable damage to their organs. There's a few people in my colony that have got, like, damaged organs from, like, drug use in previous colonies before I got them. And I still took them on because, like, their medical issues weren't that big of an issue to me. So I was fine with it. Somebody botched the store down here too, I noticed. I'm going to get one of these done, but I don't know if I can get the second one done. I think if I was to just seal that, it'd be fine, but they're just going to... And here's Tranker. Cool. Now I've just got to find wood somewhere else. I don't think that will have stopped them yet. I'm trying to make sure that my animals aren't like trying to leave the colony, but I don't have more wood probably at the moment. I might. I do. I can send somebody down here for this. They're going to use it like straight away. But yeah, if I want somebody to chop wood, I just select chop wood, select the trees, then somebody might be down here in a moment, or I can go and look for a colonist. Like, I don't know, I don't think Coyote could do it. Let's have a look at Mantis. Like their bio, it tells you what they're good at, so the higher the number, the better they are at it. And these skills like will deteriorate over time if they don't use them. It's the exact same thing of like if you were going to cook a meal, your like cooking skills get higher and higher every time you cook something new. But then like if you don't cook for like ages, like your ability to know the exact timing of a dish, like when to take it out, how it smells, how it looks, stuff like that would like decrease, so therefore like your ability to cook, your skills go down, shit like that. So it's like that. Sometimes you can give them books, you can give them trainers and stuff that helps like increase it too. You got the highest plants one. Let's send you down here to cut some trees. I think they'll be fine for a bit if I just send them down. Everybody I've sent to do tree harvesting, they take forever and a fucking day. And then by the time they come back up, they're in a tantrum. So, plus the other thing too is I know that you play Dwarf Fortress as well, a waiver. And a lot of people say that this is like, what do you call it? A more interface, an easier interface version of like Dwarf Fortress kind of thing, except, I don't know, different. Like, obviously, they're two different games and shit, but, like, this is supposed to be, like, the interface is a little bit user-friendly kind of thing, versus, like, Dwarf Fortress has, like, a bit of a higher learning curve. So I don't think you'd have any problem learning this game if you got it and tried to play it. Because, like, yeah, you might have, like, the first couple of times you build, like, get a colony, you may not build a base, or you may not know what to build, or maybe don't know what to plant or something like that, and it fails. But then, you know, next time you play it, that didn't work and what you probably have to do next time. Or you go through the learning helper and, like, it guides you and shit. But, yeah. you can always ask people, like RimWorld communities and stuff like that. I can't vouch for everyone, but like I don't have a problem if somebody comes in and they ask a question about RimWorld. Obviously, I don't really get asked much beyond like how many colonists do you have, or how many animals do you have. They're like the two questions I get the most, or what mods am I using, because most people assume that I have to automatically have like the biotech DLC, which I do not, which would explain population, but I don't have it. So that then like stumps people. And then the lack of mods that I have and the 0 performance mods also generally is like, what the fuck? And so if people into war crimes and cannibalism, they're extremely helpful and welcoming, at least on Reddit. Reddit's a good place to get help with like RimWorld too. A lot of the people are like very helpful, like willing to step up and answer questions and stuff. It's good. I don't know if I've got enough wood yet for this, but if we've got a couple of trees that are cut, Angay's working on something, and she's done with that, if she could just work on this door. You know, I know you're going off to build a tile. Can you work on this first? Because once this is shut, it should seal off the outer area, I believe. Because I don't think that the top one's the problem now that I think about it. Because that's kind of sealed. I didn't even realize this. It's been this one the whole fucking time. Fine. We worked it out. But that's the other thing too, is sometimes just noticing. Lol, I've got like a panther and a cat like racing each other. Good panther. The cat made decisions. Yeah, I don't know. Like, in the case of like my colony is so fucking out of like normality. Because like I have a lot of people, I don't do cannibalism, I don't have like fuckbugger all mods, I don't have anything performance based. Like most of this is just, well, pretty much all of it's just core game. Sorry. Like wild reproduction stopped working ages ago, so I don't have families of animals coming in and animals having pregnancies and stuff. Hold on, I need water. I was on like the verge of a coughing fit then. So I'm more convinced to get it now. Yeah, I reckon you'd like it. Like, I don't just think that you'd like it, I think you'd be good at it with like a little bit of time. Like, literally starting a game and stuff, like there's all kinds of tutorials. Like I even have one on YouTube for it, for mine, like what settings I used and how I do it and stuff. That's in my what is it, RimWorld Explained playlist and stuff on my YouTube channel. But yeah, like if you ever am unsure, you're welcome to ask, or there would be other RimWorlders out there. There's Reddit and other places where you could ask. And of course, like I said, you can always search if you're not sure, if you're like, I don't know, how do I do like a building or something? Like I didn't know what bills were for a long time. The bills, and those are on like any kind of bench. So like this stove, for instance, has this little bills tab. So when I first started playing, I made cooking benches and I made butchering benches, and I didn't activate the bills because I didn't know what the fuck a bill was. I'm like, oh, I guess I can like tax my people or something. Like that was my thought process, because I'd never seen it before. I didn't have anything like this, and I'm like, okay. But then like I remember talking to Grim, and he's like, because I said, oh, I've got kitchen benches but they won't make anything, and he's like, have you added bills? And I'm like, I don't want to tax my people. I made something like, I don't want to tax my people or something, and because I just didn't open it. I didn't know that was a clickable tab, right? And I just thought it was like a header, or like information, right? I could see I could highlight it, but like I never clicked on it. And he's like, have you added bills? And I'm like, no. And he's like, go into your thing and have a look at them and have a read of it. And yeah, there was like, if you're ever unsure, you can click on like view information, and stuff, and it will tell you all kinds of stuff about any kind of building. So like if I go into bills and stuff, I can go into details and it will tell me more about what that does and stuff. And I was like, that's how I learnt the game, is essentially a lot of questions to Grim and a lot of dumb assumptions about it that like ended up like crushing a few of my first colonies, you know, because I just thought I'd build a bench and they'd automatically use it, you know. It's up from Dream, looking around waiting tiredly. No, I'm glad you had a good dream, Viking. Use some pats. Why is it called bills? I honestly thought it was the same thing you thought. I think the idea is it's kind of like orders, except, I don't know. Maybe it's like a cooking term. I'm not quite sure. But then again, these guys are also called pawns. Like a chess game, pawns. And I call them people, so... Like, the game has really unique words for some stuff. I assume the bills is like that. Somebody out there may know a more cohesive, like, answer as to why this is called a bill. But I would normally call it, like, an order or something. But yeah, essentially each one of these can do a thing. Must be back. No worries. Go for it. Actually, you know what I could probably find out is Bills tab. Colonist work at a table. Select the table and open Bills tab. Here you can say what meals to cook, what things to craft, and creatures to butcher. It doesn't tell me why it says bills. It's fine. I just think that you tax their time. Maybe. I don't kind of see it like that, though. Like, I kind of see bills now as, like, orders. Kind of like, you know, order up kind of thing. Like, how many of whatever. Like, these are set to forever at the moment. But I've got, like, do until you've got this or whatever. And, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how best to, like... I don't know, explain that. Also, I've still got, like, this stuff in here that needs to go. I guess that's going to open this area, too. Happily receiving pat stays at side snuggling wolf plush. Oh, if I can give you and plush some pats. Also, I think my other ones might be ready to go soon. That one's not. This one's part way. Tantrum Fred. Fred's having a tantrum. How are we going on the potato front? We've still got 24,000 potatoes. Rice, sorry. I guess I yeeted my potato population. It's fine. They might also be using it a lot in recipes. Although I've got a lot of potatoes out here. This should be helping them load up because it's like right under it. I've really got enough. This is how happily receives Pat smell seeing wolf flush get pats. Yeah. My allies, which reminds me too, how's that quest? Expires in 15 days. I got time to get out there as long as my people aren't having mental breaks, which they might be. Yeah, 2 people are mentally broken. That's fine. Maybe when they're finished, if I can find where they are. These 2. Sloan, there. Oh, Fred is mentally wandering. Tadashi's mentally wandering. What are you doing? You're pigging out. That's fine. Pigging out and Tantrum. Tantrum will be done in like a few minutes. Fred just needs to go break something. Man, they are pulling up some good rocks here. It's great to see. I'm not seeing much slate come up. I put some more up here too. So hopefully they can dig up there as well and get some more rocks. I just want them to be able to like pull up enough resources to be usable, because once we don't longer have to use limestone to build, because we're doing a lot of like the flooring and stuff with limestone on this map because it's the main resource available. And my thoughts are, once we're done with that, I'll make a lot of like limestone statues and shit, because at the moment I've got them stockpiling slate so that we can have like extra walls and stuff. Like all my walls in here should be pretty much done. Also, how we go with that door? Door is done. So my only problem is my people aren't great at putting the animals back where I need them to be. And I'm just going to move this down just like a little bit. Try to get this one. I'll know when I got it. There we go. Okay. So the only problem is I'm going to have to recapture all of my hauling animals that are going on the caravan. But that's fine. We can definitely do that. Also, it looks like I only have 17 people going out. How is that? How many is that? quests. It's 16 people. Okay, I could probably grab a few extra gunners. Let me go find some people that got some skills. I'm hesitant to send like my original colonists out these days, but if I can find people that have got guns that can shoot, I don't want that. Where is Hunt? Oh, that's the Hunt, bro. Like a 9. Yeah. Let's get a grenade. You can go in the... Oh, you got a pistol. Fuck's sake. Alright, well that's actually a bit of an issue.